The war in Iran? Nope, not in Iran. The military intervention by the United States in Iran, the stock market, and the cost of oil. Hello everybody and welcome to the Honor and Knowledge channel. You know, the duplicitous legacy media appears to be constantly trying to figure out how to scare all of us with regards to how this military intervention in Iran is going to basically destroy the fabric of the United States. One of the ways they do that is they keep repeating the same news without putting dates on it. Another way is they find somebody that can come up with a sort of rational reason why this is wrong, and then they just put it on all the same media channels. However, Vice President Pence, former Vice President Pence, former senator, former governor of Indiana, did a fantastic job talking to CNN with regards to why we are in this military intervention.
I want to commend President Donald Trump for having the guts to pull the trigger on this, but I can't say I was surprised. We did not start a war on Saturday morning. I think what the United States, what our ally Israel, and a growing list of allies across the region are seeking to do is really end a war that started 47 years ago. From the time this regime came into power, it breathed threats of death and hatred against the United States and against our cherished ally Israel, and whether it's the taking of the American hostages in 1979, the Hezbollah attack sponsored by Iran that took the lives of 220 Marines and 20 more service members. I mean, we literally have been at war for 47 years. But we've been fighting largely the tentacles of the leading state sponsor of terrorism, whether it be Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, most especially the insurgents that they sponsored both in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Now we're taking the fight directly to the Iranian regime, and I believe it bodes a great promise, not only for the people of Iran, but for the future of the region.
So that's why we're in the military intervention in Iran. Now, with regards to how long we're going to be in there, wow, everybody seems to want to know the exact day. And if you told them the day, they'd want to know the time, the exact time that the military intervention be over with. Well, you know what? Every task, whether it's going to the store to get groceries or building a house, every task has got three sides to it. It's like a triangle. One of them is the schedule. Another one is the quality. How well do you want to do it? And the third side is resources. So if you're going to build a house and you say, I want to get it done in 6 months, the next question is how much money do you want to spend? And then the third question is, well, what's the quality level? Because if you set the schedule and set the money, then the quality level will be whatever it is. But if you say, I want high quality, we want the ballistic missiles gone, we want the production gone, we want the drones gone, we want the production gone, we want the nuclear fuel and trying to make nuclear bombs gone, and we want them to stop threatening the rest of the world. Stop funding Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis with money and weapons. That's what we want. So that's the quality level. What are the resources? Well, Central Command in the United States, along with Israel, we have a huge amount of resources, but the real issue is how long? Well, that is an open-ended question. What I mean by that is, we know the resources, we know the quality level, it will be whatever it is. That's the right way of waging this intervention. The right way of fighting this war is the right way of conducting this task of taking out the bad stuff in Iran is to not put a time limit on it. Putting a time limit on something immediately provides information to the enemy that says, oh, they can wear us down. Well, they're not going to wear us down. That is what President Trump and Secretary of War Hegseth and all the rest of the administration is saying. It will take whatever time it needs to take. Of course, everybody that wants to make money in the stock market, the people that do day trading and the stock market people, they want to know everything so that they can maybe get a leg up and figure out how to make money off the people like myself who are not infinitely wealthy. But we do have savings and 401ks and some stocks and bonds. Well, guess what? It is whatever it is with regard to the schedule. The one thing you know for certain is we're going to do it. That you can take to the bank. So, given the fact that we are going to win being that somehow, sometime, the people in Iran are going to say enough is enough with regards to the bad people in charge. Somehow, the bad people in charge will stop being in charge. Do I know how? Nope, I don't know how. I'm not part of the administration. I'm not part of all the CIA stuff and everything. I'm not part of the Israeli Mossad. So I don't know, but I trust. I trust in President Trump, and I trust in the Israeli government not wanting to be taken off the face of the earth. So how long is this going to take? However long it needs to be. So what's going to be the impact on the stock market? Well, the stock market's going to go up, and it's going to go down, and it's going to go up, and it's going to go down. But you know what? I read the tea leaves properly on the mortgage-backed security stuff, and I took all my money out of the stock market before the stock market went down because of that in early 2008. Then I also read the tea leaves properly on COVID. You know, it actually didn't start in 2020. It started in 2019 over in China. But the bottom line was I was able to go ahead and take all of my money out of the stock market also. So I did not get hit in the downturn either time. When Trump was running for election, both times I threw all the cash I had into the stock market knowing that it would go up. Yep, twice when he got elected, I think the stock market went down significantly the first day. I think a lot of that was people trying to hurt President Trump, trying to hurt everybody for voting for President Trump, but it rebounded greatly. It rebounded quickly and greatly in both times. So staying in the stock market was the right thing because I don't call it day to day. I'm a long-term guy. And the stock market in the long term, months, weeks, maybe days, is going to be shooting up again when the military intervention is sort of done. Just think about what's going to happen in the world stock markets when everybody realizes that President Trump has succeeded in Iran, that our military has succeeded in Iran. Stock market's going to go up. The price of oil is going to go down. Price of oil is going to go down further down than it was when this whole thing started. So with regards to the 2026 election, Americans are smart. Americans realize that President Trump's actions, just like Vice President Pence said, are proper. Americans know that the cost of oil is going to be coming down. Americans involved with the stock market also know it's going to shoot up. Our country is going to be a hell of a lot better off in the future than it was in the past with Iran as a major enemy. And oh, by the way, Ukraine is going to be helped out a lot because those drones from Iran aren't going to Russia anymore. Trump is focused on those 2026 elections. Yes, he can do everything at once. I'm looking forward to the 2026 elections, and in the weeks to follow, we'll be spending more time on very specific 2026 election information. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your time. God bless you. God bless President Trump and his administration. God bless the military. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you for watching the Honor and Knowledge channel. Goodbye.